everyone, welcome to stream. Sorry there was a little bit of a hold up on starting up. Just need to double check if that, I think music is coming through. Let's see. Is it? It's not. That's so weird. Okay, hang on, let me try and fix this. It's not. That's so weird. Okay, hang on, let me try and fix this. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. Alright. Not sure why that was wigging out. Happened last time. Oh. Okay, so considering that today is a rainy, kind of overcast day, it's going to be really chill. We're just going to be doing some drawing. I've got some stuff I'm already working on. And I'm going to be working on some sketches. I eventually would like to maybe try out Davinci Resolve some. But otherwise, it's just going to be like, it's going to be nice and chill. It's going to be nice and chill. And, yeah, we're going to be streaming for a bit. If anyone needs to take off at any time, you can. And it's, yeah, just really chill time. First up, we're going to be working on I don't know if you guys have seen my little rocket. Hang on, I'm going to transition over to the drawing screen so you guys can see it. Oh. There we go. Sorry if there's a bit of lag. I've got a lot of stuff open at the moment. For some reason, I'm very small in the corner. So I'm just going to fix that up really quick. I think that was from last night's stream. There we go. That's better. Oh. So, yeah. You guys might have seen this little guy. He was originally using my logo, which I'll bring up on screen. Just give me a moment. Alrighty. So yeah, this little guy I want to build a rig for. So we're going to be taking him into Live 2D at some point. And he's like my little mascot. I'm planning on having some other stuff eventually for like mascots. I've thrown around the concept of having some little models of my cats that I'll be able to rig up a little bit just as like little assets to kind of hang out with us, considering they've joined in on stream a few times now. There we go. So you can see he's using my logo. So I just want to make a little rig where he can kind of like fly and rotate side to side. And that's just going to be for when stream's waiting to start. I want to have some more visuals for that and be able to kind of utilize them in a few different areas. So I'm getting pop-ups on my computer telling me that I'm doing too much, but that's too bad. You're just gonna have to live with it. Alrighty, I'll turn that logo off, and we might as well just jump straight in. But yeah, nice weather today. It's overcast here where I'm living in Melbourne, and just had a bunch of rain, which was relaxing. And I'm not sure if you hear it on stream, you'll just probably hear some rain, considering where my desk has like a massive window that usually gets pelted with rain. And apologies if I'm a bit late to reading chat. I've got it open on my iPad next to me, but considering I'll be kind of drawing and just kind of yapping. I might move my mic a bit so I stop bumping it. There we go. Yeah, I'll just be mostly like drawing and yapping while I work on this. And then after this, I'm going to be moving on to working on some artwork. You can see I just did a quick sketch here. Artwork for my panels for below stream, because I haven't had any of these sketched out yet. And so I wanted to have some custom drawings for the panels and stuff that I can utilize in other areas, just because you can never have too much to utilize in other areas. But yeah, just got some music going. And if you guys at any point have any like requests for what I should queue up for music, just let me know. We can queue it up. Otherwise, I've got, I think my current, actually I can check what I'm currently playing. I'm currently playing Little Silly Strawberry Kitty playlist from Rita Wild. I listen to a lot of their curated playlists. Just good vibes, I've always found. Good vibes for them. Yeah. So I've already done quite a bit on this rocket. I'm up to doing the wing, and I'm laying everything very, just trying to be very aware of how everything's going to lay out in Live 2D, and just making sure that I can like crop stuff and have shading and everything. So like for instance on this part of the wing, I'm probably gonna have just like a highlight I can move around rather than baking it into the gold. So I'll just have to kind of take that into consideration when I'm drawing this stuff, but it should be pretty easy. It's not too complex of a design, thankfully. I'm just glad I have a fairly detailed enough sketch for when I did my logo. And I am aware I don't yet have like a full turnaround of my character. I haven't actually released much artwork of my character, unfortunately. Considering I kind of just made the one reference sheet before I jumped in and made the file for the Live 2D model, which, worked out. I'm really surprising it worked out like it did. And I am hoping that a few of the extra assets that I'm making, on stream and just like in my free time, I'm hoping I'll be able to post those and have a bit more references for my model and everything. And eventually I am planning on kind of covering a little bit of my lore, where I come from and all that, and how I ended up on Earth as a little alien girl, just kind of like experiencing things. I'm not like super in depth with the lore, I just really like the concept of aliens crash landing on Earth and then just kind of like having to exist. And I'm very much a person who just like loves to experience things, and who better to experience things than a crash landed alien? And it gives me a really fun excuse to kind of like do a bunch of different things on stream. I've just inverted that by accident. That's okay. Let's see. I can fix that really easy. Where am I color picking from? Did not mean to do that. Yeah. It's okay. Somehow I'm gonna manage to get this finished. I'm still currently working off the free version of Live 2D, which is interesting to say the least. I may have to purchase the full version, I think, for this one though, to get it how I want, but we'll see. I'm planning on doing the rigging on stream if anyone's curious about that, and I probably will do a stream where I just kind of where I go through, kind of show off my model a little bit. I am aware that chat seems to not be allowing some people's messages to come up, so I will be figuring that out before next stream. I had the same issue the other day and I couldn't figure out why that's happening. I think it's a moderation thing, but could also be I coded the chat bubbles myself, so they're a bit jank because I don't know coding. So I might need to go in and just double check that I haven't messed something up with the permissions and stuff when I was doing that, which I wouldn't be surprised if I did. But you know, it was worth it. I much prefer the custom chat bubbles than the default ones that I had before. Plus, like, you know, I'm just like really into maximalism. If I can make something colorful and custom, I'm gonna do it, however that means, which is exactly why I ended up spending like a month to fully paint and rig up my VTuber model, and went so like over the top with what my model can do, and like a bunch of toggles and everything. And again, I am gonna do a showcase video where I kind of like turn all the toggles on and everything. And what you guys don't know is that I actually have like a whole bunch of arm positions that I've drawn up, and like I don't show off my full model much, but if I zoom out and show you guys, I've got let's see if I put one of my emotes on. There we go. I've got 2 sets of arms, so I should be able to utilize them. It's like right now they're a bit broken, so like to have this pose I have to completely freeze my rotation, which sucks because I really want to be able to utilize like doing a bunch of different stuff with the dual arms. I had a lot of custom emotes and everything planned for that, so I'll probably do a stream fixing that up once I can get the full version of the program. But I've been told by several people that I'm actually insane for how much time I committed to building the model, and considering how ambitious I was for the first time I made one, I was like so adamant on having all of these extra bits and bobs, and like even if I open my mouth and I just like rotate my head, like my entire mouth is properly like set up with depth, because I'm a freak like that, and it was bugging me to have it too flat. I was like, I need to have that depth built in, and the mouth alone took like a good couple of hours, and silly old me decided a vertical design on the chest was the way to go when I was designing my model. And then it was when I was coming up to rigging that I found out that having any sort of vertical designs down the chest, especially if you have physics going on there, is like some of the worst things that you can do. So I didn't realize what I'd signed myself up for when I decided to have the design like that, and I committed to it. I couldn't bear the idea of having to like change the design because it just worked so well with all the other elements. And so I spent 3 whole days just like doing trial and error for everything to make sure that it worked. And I had to redraw the design on the chest like 4 times, and it killed me to have to go in and touch things up. And I think I ended up with like 3 different versions of my file just to get the chest working, which was fun. I think I believe I have some recordings from when I was doing my rigging that I'm planning on trimming up and eventually posting online. I have a lot of backlog content that I just need to sit down and kind of like plow through. So I am hoping eventually to be able to do that. I'd love to make my own live 2D rig, but damn, it sounds daunting. It is daunting at the beginning. I think if you're an animator and you have an idea of how characters rotate and how things should move, it's way easier. I found myself not struggling nearly as much as I thought I was going to, purely because I had that experience of like knowing how a character should rotate in perspective, and that made it really easy when it came to actually rigging everything. The hard part I found was, for me personally, knowing when to stop and then pre-planning the model. So like I had a whole list of how I wanted to layer stuff up. How does it compare to Toon Boom Harmony rigs? So I'm not sure if you've ever opened the program, it looks really different. You kind of need to imagine when you're doing all of your parameter rigging, you gotta like picture how things are gonna move together, because like, you know, for instance, the rotation on my head, all of those elements are in a hierarchy like you would like with a regular rig, but then I also have to make sure that when my face rotates or like turns to the side, that things deform how they're supposed to. Same thing with like the ears. Like the ears have a whole bunch of parameters that I set up, and then you kind of like link things when you take it into VTube Studio. At least that's what I'm using for my movement capture. So like for instance, I made parameters for my ears to go up and down depending on when I'm smiling. So like, and so like they were a separate thing that I had to key out on the parameters. And then like it really comes together when you start linking things and adding physics, and it sounds really complicated. It is to begin with, and like it's daunting when you first start. But once you know what you're doing, once you kind of understand how things are supposed to work, it's pretty fun to like start playing around with stuff and seeing, you know, how far you can push things. I think that was my favorite thing, was like I made, this is one of my favorite things on my model. If I take my glasses off, this might mess with the music because I have a number. What is that? Okay, I'm just gonna pause the music for now because it's gonna mess with my music to take my glasses off and toggle my emotes. But I have, oh, not that one. I think it's, yeah. I have these eyes that rotate, they spin, and to get them to spin and shrink and then also deform when I'm looking around while rotating was an absolute pain in the butt, and I couldn't find any tutorials on how to do it other than a few people being like, oh, you have to make sure you do your hierarchy for your elements properly. And I really so badly wanted to have the little spinny eyes, the dizzy eyes. So like, again, that was a whole thing of kind of taking things that I'd learned while I was learning the rigging and following tutorials, and then kind of like just kind of meshing everything together and getting it to work for elements that I desperately wanted. But I'm sure there's probably a dozen easier ways to do what I was doing. Because, like, you know, there's all those people who have been rigging for ages and ages and ages. And I look at some of, like, the really complex rigs that you see from other VTubers, and it's insane to see just how... Oh, my cat's knocking things over. I can hear it in the other room. It's insane to think how... complex some models are, and like especially with when you start getting to like the bigger VTubers and their models, and it's just like blows me out of the water. I'm like, I desperately want to learn how to make something like that, and that's I think that's the real fun of it, is when you start to be able to experiment. But if you're considering it, I definitely would say bite-size pieces. I'm crazy for doing what I did for my very first rig. Honestly, I should have done like something much, much simpler, but I don't know how to simplify things. That's a deep character flaw that I am aware of within myself. There is no such thing as taking the easy option for me. And I figured, hey, if I'm going to hyperfixate on something for a few weeks, I might as well go all out and have something that I know I'm going to enjoy using, and something that feels just feels right for what I wanted to make. And I'm happy with how it came out. There's definitely a whole lot that I want to improve with it, which is why, you know, I'm kind of looking for any excuse to play around with making more models. So I'm going to be making a really fun, interesting model for my partner Ben, and he's made a very fun request for what he wants his model to look like, which I am really, really looking forward to playing around with. I'm still undecided if I want to do it on stream or if I want to wait to show it off on stream, just because like the concept I really like. It's a really ridiculous, fun concept, and I think it would just be so wonderful to be able to come on stream and just like, bam, just like kind of surprise you guys with it. But then I'm also kind of itching to like share it, because I think that would be really fun to be able to share the process with you guys and everything. And I think I want to have a second highlight, I think, and just make that a little bit more sharp. Like, oh shoot. There we go. And I'm just gonna blur that out. And yeah, it's really fun to play around with. I think if you are worried about jumping in with something that's a bit too much to begin with, I would recommend making like little animated emotes maybe of like characters, because I've heard that's a really good way to kind of get your feet wet and experience it without feeling too overwhelmed. Which you know, I think in hindsight I probably should have started with some animated emotes. And I mean, I'm still gonna do some more like assets and emotes, and I'm really drawn to the idea of making some stuff that I can put up on like a online shop, and like assets that you guys or like other people who want extra stuff for their Vtuber model would be able to just kind of like slap on and use. So, sorry, just grab some water. I've got some Christmas assets and stuff planned that I'd like to make. So, expect some stuff for that. I have some like really cute ideas of interactive elements that I can add without having to change my model too much. And then of course I'm kind of like, I want to just make a whole custom, you know, a whole new custom costume for Christmas, because again, I'm psychotic like that. Never mind that I'm busy with a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going into yeah, that's fine, going into Christmas season, which is always so overwhelming. I don't know about you guys, but like Christmas season is so overwhelming for me. I dread leaving the house during Christmas season just because of the sheer amount of people that just seem to crawl out of the woodworks. It's like the population triples somehow, but I think it's just people having a reason to go out and be out of the house, which is like fair enough. You know, you do you. If you are looking for an excuse to leave the house, I mean, considering that I worked remotely for like 3 years and barely left the house and like didn't see many people, you do what you need to. I personally am going to stay inside as much as I can during Christmas, especially when it comes to shopping. I'm lucky that I've pretty much got gifts sorted, which I'm happy about. And then I hopefully will only have to go out for like the real important stuff. Christmas assets sounds really cute. Me too, way too many people. Yeah, it's way too many people. And the Christmas assets, I'll probably do a few of them on stream. Some of the simpler ones, and then the one I've got in my head that's like way more complex, because it is essentially trying to make something feel really 3D with 2D assets, is going to be really, really fun. So that one I think I'm just going to quietly fight with off stream, or I fight to make it look half decent. But you do what you do for the things you love, especially when you're an artist. I gotta say, it's comforting as well with running into so many other artists that have the same sort of plight, the same thinking. There's a few people at my work who are artists, and we went into like a whole, I think we were talking for about 20 minutes purely about the cost of equipment, like if you're a digital artist or an animator, or you work remotely. And I remember one of my coworkers who's not an artist, he looked up the prices of the equipment we were discussing, which was just like, your Wacom tablets that don't have a screen, or like, for instance, I use a XP Pen 24-inch, which luckily I was able to get when I was still working pretty much full time. And he just like lost it. He like fully lost it. He was like, I'm talking like stressing. He was like, what the heck, guys? How do you spend that much money on like essentially like a little piece of plastic and some wires? And he was losing it. He was like, what? You could spend that much money? And I was like, yeah, that's what you do when you're an artist. You just, why do you think we're so poor? Why do you think we're so poor all the time? And I mean, eventually he understood it once we explained it to him. But it was interesting. Having been around other artists all through university and then work, and just like in general, like, at con scenes and like general meetups with other artists, it's like we all are kind of suffering together with it. So to hear it from someone who's not expecting it to be as expensive as it is always amusing. I think amusing is the appropriate word. But, it's one of those things that still surprises me when I experience it sometimes. But probably not enough as it should. That's not big enough. Also, I have to say, I made the transition to Clip Studio Paint to make my model. Previously, I was using Procreate, and before that, Photoshop. And since I cancelled my Adobe subscription because, not about that life, I haven't had a drawing program on my tablet that wasn't an animation program at the same time. So it was really interesting to learn the ins and outs of Clip Studio. But already, I am enjoying this so much. I mean, there's some stuff that I miss that I'm used to using on oh god, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, stuff like layers and modes that I am used to using in Photoshop that I just don't have access to in this program, or like there's different ways to get about it. Which, you know, that's just how it is when it comes to learning new programs and everything. But it's one of those things that I'd kind of put off, because not only was I like trying to learn how to build a VTuber model, but I had to learn how to use Clip Studio Paint. But I gotta say, there's so many pros to using it, and I've just super enjoyed it. With how easy it was to find tutorials for stuff, or like get stuff answered online when it came to issues I was having. I mean, there was some stuff that I had to dig a bit to get resolved, just because the version of oh god, no, shut up ad, shut up ad, shut up ad. I talk over the ad. Yeah, ad is done. Okay. Oh, playlist change. We're now listening to Goofy Goober playlist. With a great image for the thumbnail. But yeah, like the transition was interesting, but I'm glad I've made it. Like I have no regrets moving away from Photoshop to Clip Studio. And I mean, it's definitely not the program that I would do everything in, but it is definitely the program that I want to do most things in, which for me is something that I'm not completely used to doing. I'm kind of like, I kind of like pick one program and do most of my stuff in that, which is what I did in Procreate for ages. Yeah, I love Clip Studio, especially vector layers. They feel exactly the same as normal layers, but you can cut lines easily, change thickness, resize without losing quality. Love the asset store too. Yes, the asset store has been so helpful. When I was making my VTuber model, I really needed some like textured brushes and everything because of the aesthetic I was going for with the visuals. And I have found so much useful stuff from like just like free brushes and assets, which like trying to get brushes and assets into Procreate when you're working entirely on an iPad is so annoying, having to like save it to somewhere and then import it and then rename stuff or make a folder. And I mean, it's easier now, but this is just so much easier. And I can't imagine going back to Photoshop after working in this. So I'm gonna make a mask for this glitter here on the wing, because I want the glitter to be more apparent when it's near the shine, but I don't want it to only appear near the shine. So what I'm gonna do, which is gonna look a bit odd, probably, is draw. Do I have? Yeah, no, that should work. Is draw a mask like that, and then when we mask that in there, it's going to make the glitter kind of appear in that section. I think I want to blur it out a bit. It's just a bit too. Are you working? It's better. I like that, I think. But I might come in and just lightly erase some of it. Let's see. Just very, because there you go. That should be. It should be good. All right. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to turn off that mask for now. The glitter, I think, is on the right mode. Is that right? What did I do for my other glitter? think this is the rocket body. There we go. Overlay 100%. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm using the wrong layer mode. Where are we? Overlay 100%. That's better. That's better. It's always good to double check so that everything feels consistent. Yeah, we don't have a whole heap left to do on this. I really kind of just need to do I have to do the head, like the little like dome that my little guy's in, and then I think we are ready to take it into to live 2D to rig, but I won't do that on this stream, I don't think. But I'll probably do it on stream. I'll probably rig this one on stream just because you guys can see me struggle, and I think that will be entertaining. But also, like, you know, bit informative, kind of seeing how to approach stuff if you haven't done it before. Now, do I want a shadow from this wing? I think I do. I think I do want a shadow from the wing. So we'll add that here. Again, I mean, I'm gonna flatten this out before I take it into live 2D, just because I'm working on the free version, which is limited to how many layers and stuff that you can have. So I'm just going to try and squeeze in as much as I can when I flatten the layers, just to make everything feel really not just cohesive, but like be efficient with my layering, which I've already tried to do, because the less I have to go through and flatten stuff up, the better. And I am just going to preemptively make the shadow like this, because what I wanted to do is when the wing rotates this way and it comes more like, well, not quite that much, but probably more like, oh, that's not working, more like this. Oh my god, why have I got such a big eraser? Oh, that's right, I was doing the so when it's more like this, I want there to be more shadow on the body. And like the good thing about when you go in and like take it into rig, because they're all meshes, you can really customize how you want it to bend, which is like how I got so much three-dimensional feel in things like my hair and in my face. Because it looks really flat when you have everything face on. I mean, this isn't face on, this is 3/4. So I'm not like super worried about it. Oh, hang on, I have to do... What I like to do when I'm doing my line art, instead of coloring it by hand, because I'm lazy, I'm going to duplicate the folder. I'm going to merge that. And then I'm going to take it above my... Oh, wait, hang on. I need to take everything but the line art. Let me duplicate that again. I'm going to delete the line art there. And then I'm going to flatten this one. And then I'm just going to push it with my liquify tool till it's over the edges. And this is how I've been coloring my lines. I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't have too much of that shadow there though, because I don't want it to look odd. Alright. And then what we do is we take it and we make it so that it's clipping the line art layer, and then just flick that to hard light. And already that gives like a pretty good colored version of the line art. but I'm like not super happy with it, so I might end up just pulling out this a bit more. There we go. Just a bit more. And then I'm just gonna, because I don't want this to feel like there's a weird green tinge on some of this, I'm just gonna go in by hand and touch up some of those colors with just like a brush tool. I mean, like, I do enjoy coloring outlines by hand when I want to be much more specific with them, which, like, you can see here, like, I'm going in and adjusting some stuff. And I did that in other sections for my model too. Especially when it came to things like the outlines for the antenna and the sleeves. Like, I don't know if you can tell, she's wearing a sheer top. My model's got a sheer top on that goes down the arms. And when I applied the same method for color, it just ended up being like way too light. And I was like, ooh, that's so weird. And then even like taking it, I could probably pretty much leave it like that. I might lighten up the line. Oh. It's having a freak out. It doesn't like how many things I've got running at once. Oh. Let's make this a bit lighter. It's probably a bit too light. Let's go with, give me this color actually. That should be fine. Hello? Hello? Is it working? It's working. I guess it's not light enough. I use a different brush. There we go. It needs to be more green. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then we're just gonna blend it a bit. And then, oh god, there's another ad. I'm sorry guys, ignore the ad. I am too poor to get YouTube Premium at the moment. That is something I'm going to be looking into, because I really detest having ads play on stream when I'm not getting paid for them. Especially you guys, it just like ruins the whole vibe of it all. How could they? How could they do this to us? Let's see. Really? It was better before. And I might just change this to, let's go hue and see if I can find a better middle ground for this blue. That's a bit better. A little bit more blue. That's better. I think that looks better. Yep, that's good. I like that. Alrighty, and then we just merge that down so it's one layer. I did notice that there's some gaps in here. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, tune in whenever you want again. Bye, Tess. Hope you have a good rest of your day. What's wrong? Why aren't you letting me draw? Oh, that's the wing. Wait, I want the wing. Oh, that's the shuttle. I'm stupid. Ignore me, guys. Just having... Oh, hang on. Maybe I don't have enough gold. Maybe that's what it is. Let me flat color. Here we go. I'll turn these off for now, just so I can like color pick the right color. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. She's just missing a bit. There we are. Alright. Wing is done. And now we are on to the dome. So I've broken up the dome into 2 parts just to make it feel more 3D. So like the original dome has a much more like flattened line at the bottom, but considering this is going to rotate up and down, I want it to be able to have that full, the curvature of it. So this might look a bit weird to begin with because it's like a full circle. Once I start layering on the color and everything, it'll feel less weird, is the hope. I might just quickly import... Yeah, I'm just going to quickly import a export of my Vtuber. Do I have a export? I should have an export of her. Right? Right? You would think I've done that. No, that's the clothes. Yeah, I'm just going to screenshot this and drag that in. There we go. There we go. Alright. Ignore that she doesn't have any feet. I never gave her feet because I didn't expect her to need feet. Feet is something that will be happening later. Eventually. I couldn't figure out what shoes she should wear. It is what it is. Do not save. And I've got this. I can color pick from the skin, which is what I wanted to do. Oh yeah. Because I use the same skin tones for the alien head as my model's base. I don't remember where the colors were. I did have like a proper like lineup of what the colors were supposed to look like. Feet? No, we're not talking about feet here. Also, hello. Feet don't exist on this Twitch channel. Also, ignore that this version of her doesn't have a belt for some reason. I think I turned it off when I was working. But no, we don't have feet here. Feet are too much to have to deal with. I'll do feet later. I'm lazy. So, considering that it's glass, I'm just going to color in the inside first. And then, oh, Ghost in the chat. Ghost? Do you mean that there's like no chats appearing on screen? I know it's broken for some reason. I don't know why it's broken. Someone said that it might have to do with my... You know what? Let's see if I can fix this. Let me see if I can fix this. I'm just gonna quickly save that. People are suggesting to me that it's a mod thing, a moderation thing. No, I know. It seems like anyone who doesn't have a that doesn't have a badge is not appearing for some reason. So, do I have another? Oh, wait. I already have that open. Oh, no wonder my computer's freaking out. I have other Chrome tabs open on the next page. Okay, hang on. I need to... I think my model stops working if I go off of the desktop. Hello? Are we back? Can we come back? Hello? There we go. There we go. Alright. I've got the window now. Let's see. Oh. Oh, okay. So apparently, based off of what I've read online, it's got to do with Twitch chat colors. So I'm gonna do a quick little test. If I change, God, I've got my freaking code up again. Let's see. Color, user box, background color, font size. Let's see. Maybe it's not in the coding. I think it might be in the typography. Oh, nickname color. Specified below. And then if I pick like a bright bluey green and then save, it's going to reset the chat bubbles, and we should, I'm wondering if that's fixed it, if someone wants to put a message in chat and see if that fixed it. I'll see if it's applied to mine. I think it did. It's hard to tell. I'm looking at various tiny versions. Oh, yep, there we go. You're showing up on screen now. It was the color. That's so weird. That's so weird. Okay, well now that's fixed. That's so handy. I just had to designate colors rather than let people have their own colors. Thank goodness. Oh, that's handy. I was really worried I was gonna have to like dig into my coding and figure out what I stuffed up, which I was not looking forward to doing. Considering that I spent a whole day learning just enough scripting to be able to change the CSS on my own. Enough. Because again, I'm psychotic and I'm not gonna, if I can do it on my own, if there's a way for me to learn and do it on my own, I'm gonna learn and do it on my own. Because I'm crazy like that. Okay, I don't think we actually need to do too much for the bottom, other than doing probably a little bit of shading. So I'm just going to color pick from here, and we're going to just do a bit of, I'll lock the transparency, hang on, lock that so we don't blow it out. There you go. Alright, this looks like it's working. Oh, it's still here. The normal. There you go. And then, like, I had a whole way more in-depth way of doing all my coloring when I was making my model, but because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to do the same method, I'm just gonna color pick. There we go. That looks fine, right? It's a bit, let's go, actually yeah, no, I like that color. I might just go a bit bigger and go a bit softer around the edges, just so that feels more, there we go. So it feels a bit more cohesive and purposeful. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can just blend it. Duh. Oh my gosh. And then I'm just gonna put some more shade. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I've got the wrong color. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that'll do. And then we have to do the window effect, the glass effect. So I'm gonna move this away. There we go. And duplicate this and change it to our window glass. There we go. And now we've got a little glassy layer. I'm gonna leave it on normal for now. I'm just gonna color pick so I make sure that I get the hue right. So essentially I'm gonna try and copy the same coloring effect that I applied to my model to do the glass. So I'm going to do a solid color first. Hello? Oh, got transparency lock turned on. Can I do this? like that. And then we go in and first we should probably color a bit more. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna grab my airbrush eraser and just kind of do a good blend like that. And then I might come in with a smaller one. Actually, let's harden that up a little bit like that so it's not as blurred out. And then just go back in and kind of like play around with it till it's how I want it to be. In hindsight, I probably should have just done the content select. There you go. That'll do, I think. And then we are going to alpha lock that one and change the blending mode to, what were we before? Add? No. Normal. I think it was just normal. And then I just turned down the transparency a little bit. I think. Let's see. Now, I know for a fact that I basically did a blue, yellow, and then some pink when I was doing this. But I kept them all very cool toned. Already you can see actually, let me go more like cool tone pink for this. That's better. And then we'll go cool tone yellow. That just gives us like a nice ombre rainbowy effect that I'm gonna blur. Another ad! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Ignore me. I'm just gonna scream over ads. How is stream going? I'm gonna quickly check that we're all still good. We are still good. Alrighty. Oh. Should definitely save that. And right now it's like a bit too much rainbow, I think, for what I want. So what I might do, how's that feeling? It's feeling okay. I'm gonna duplicate this layer. The original one I'm gonna turn to overlay. Hang on, let's see how that looks. Yep, I'm gonna put that on overlay. And then on this one, I'm going to take the opacity down. Like that. And make it a bit more blue. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Are you working? Did that do anything? I don't think it did. Huh? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, there we go. That's doing something. It's so normal. I'm very confused with what is going on here? Why is this erasing? Oh, I've got blend. Oh, I'm so stupid. Guys, I don't have any brain cells. I'm so dumb. Holy shit, I can't believe it took me that long to realize what I was doing wrong. That's better. I like that better. I think just a tinge of rainbow around the, just like the edges of the glass, I think is nice. I might even just do a bit more. And then some yellow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together now. Alrighty. That's feeling pretty good. And then we're just gonna bring that opacity down. See what it looks like with the overlay on top. A bit much. It's okay. Overlay. And then turn that back on. And I might just squish this down a little bit because it's a bit much at the moment. There we go. That's the other thing I really like with using the liquify tools. I can make these little minute adjustments and then just like go in and erase what I don't want that's overlapping. Alright, I think it's pretty good to go for the glass. I might just do a bit more on this overlay, I think. Like bring it up a little bit. Ooh. Maybe not. Should I? Maybe I should. Let me try with a separate layer if I want to bring up the gloss a bit more. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've just realized the way that I'm looking at my tablet, you guys aren't seeing like any of my face. I'm sorry. When I get in the zone, I just kind of like just like curl inwards, which ain't good for when you've got a VTuber model and you kind of need to, you know what? I'm gonna tilt my drawing tablet up a bit so that I'm not bending down as much, and you guys can actually see my face while I'm working instead of just being like crouched over in the corner. There we go, move my model a little bit. Alrighty. Oh, but now I can't see chat. I've just realized that was a stupid decision. There we go. Now I can see you guys again. Scooched it over. Alright. I'm feeling like the extra layer with the glass is necessary. I might just do it down there, I think. There we go. I'm just gonna clip that to that. And then just like we did with the outline before, I'm gonna duplicate, bring it on top. We're gonna merge selected layers, and then we're going to clip it to the outline below it. And in fact, I can already flip it to hard light. And I'm just going to push the I'm just gonna use a liquefied tool and push it out till it's looking how I want it to, which actually doesn't require too much adjusting. There we go. And then I have another freaking ad. Ugh. Shut up. Health insurance. Dude, no advertisements on my stream unless you're paying me. Unless you're paying me. Yeah. More music. Actually, I think I want to... Oh, let's put on Silly Shark Core playlist. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, now that the base for the window is done and the line art's looking good, what we can do is put all that in a folder again. I wonder... It doesn't make a folder from selection, which is really annoying. Why isn't this by default make folder from selection? That's so silly. It's so silly. You'd think that they would have a button for putting layers into a folder. I guess not. Alright, we're gonna call that bottom dome. Bam. And then I'll turn that one up a bit actually. And then we want the top part of the dome. And this is the part where I gotta be kind of like smart about it, because I need to make sure that everything lines up, but I also need it to blend together. So what I'm gonna do for now is just this, and like fully fill it in, and then with my soft eraser, yeah, I'm going to blend. A bit more. So we want to have that color gradation. Oh, I went a bit much on that side. All right, let's see. It's pretty well done. I think that's pretty good. Might need to just adjust this side a little bit, I think, because you can see the outline poking through, which is definitely not what I want. There you go. That's better. And then I'm gonna have to. Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to layer the face between the bottom of the head of the the colored layer of the dome and the glass layer of the dome, because I need the face when it rotates to have different to be differently affected by the glass, which is fine. I can do that. I'm just going to, well, apparently I missed a spot. That's better. Alright. I'm going to, oh no, I can just alpha lock this. I'll just alpha lock this. I'm gonna put some shading, just like the other one. Vibe into this music. There you go. And then we have a little bit of yellow up the top and some pink. What am I doing now? Highlights. What am I getting notifications for? It's crazy. What am I getting notifications for? Who's trying to reach out to me? I'm in the middle of things. I'm just vibing today. It's good. It's good vibing today. The weather is perfect for some vibing. There we go. Just want like a little bit of highlight there. That's too much. How's that looking? I think that's good. I know you won't see a whole bunch of this once I've put the gloss on. But the plan is that, like, as it rotates, I'm going to be able to squash and stretch the shading and lighting on this one so that it can have, I'm sorry, just doing some stretching, have some depth. Actually, you know what? Considering we've been going for about an hour now. I reckon it's time for a super quick break. I'll keep the music playing and I'll just, we can, I've just realized I don't need to have this window as wide as it is. Oh, wait. Alright, I'll leave it like that, but, I've got my keyboard shortcut, keyboard buttons on the side, which is why I have, like, such a big gap on the screen. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, I might, actually, you know what? I'll just move myself over. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna take a 3-minute break, nothing too long, and get up, have some water, do some stretching, and then we'll jump straight back into it and keep going. So for now, we'll take a break. See you guys in a couple minutes. Alrighty guys, we are back. Oh gosh, I really gotta figure out how to make my transition screen less jittery. It is very jittery. Let me see if I can. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Chat's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. We're all good. We're having a great time. Caught on my chair. Alright, we're jumping back in. We've only got a little bit left to do on the rocket. We've just got the face and the antenna and the glass in the front. So it shouldn't be too difficult. We're going to do the same thing that we did for the bottom part of the dome. Do the glass as a separate layer. And then we will do the face behind it. I know it's really awful that I'm like not... Oh, you know what I could do? I'm lazy. And being lazy means that I find whatever I can as a way to avoid doing more work. Watch this power move. Bam! Glass dome? Anyone? That I just need to rotate now and like distort a bit. How crazy is that? And it's already like a pretty good good match for the other one that I had. This is how we do it. This is how we be safe. No, safe? Safe? We be lazy. Why did I say safe? That is so odd. Alrighty, there we go. And then we just liquefy that baby into place. And probably gonna have to do a little bit of... Just gonna have to move this a bit more, I think. Like that. That's feeling pretty good. It's feeling pretty good. I'm gonna move this in a bit and then just go in. That's not what I want. Actually, I'll grab all of those and we'll expand it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. We'll just expand it. Then I really don't have to do any extra drawing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's really cutting back on as much stuff as I need to do in this. Oh, forgot to change it. Alright. And then we just go in with a little bit of erasing. Get our sharp eraser like that. I think that's looking pretty good. We'll zoom out to have a look. I think that's looking, it's pretty pretty good. Now, do we need the extra layer for the glass? Maybe not for the top bit. Maybe we turn it down and we shrink it a bit. I don't know if you guys are seeing the changes that I'm doing on stream. Like, if you can see the very minute adjustments I'm making. But trust me, the difference I can see with my freaky artist eyes is like massive. I'm seeing like a massive difference. To me, at least. Fair enough. This is more of like a listening thing. Just for yapping and vibing. Yapping and vibing. Let's see. Okay. I think the glass is pretty much done. So I'm going to do the same thing I did for the other one and duplicate them. And then merge them. I wish I knew Japanese. I have the urge to sing along with this song because I really enjoy it. But I don't know Japanese, so I can't. And then same as always, we go hard light, we go oh gosh, what's going on here? Actually, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. That looks pretty good. What I might do... Yeah, we clipped it to that. We'll merge it down. And then what I'm thinking is I might actually just grab the blend tool. Make it nice and small. And just blend that line a little bit. Maybe on this side I have to move it a tad. Move it down. There we go. And now it looks a bit more seamless. And then I'm just gonna have to be really hyper aware when I'm rigging it of like where the lines are. But so far this is looking pretty good. I know the lines on that one are a lot darker. They are a lot darker. That's just occurred to me. It's okay. What I can do is select both of these and we'll color adjust it. I think you can do that with both, right? No, I can't! Boo! That's so boo. It's okay. Let's do... Not that. Not that either. Let's go with a darker color. No, that's not doing what I want. Let's see. Can I... You know what? I might just do, because this is probably going to be easier. So if I clip this again, and then just grab one of the colors, and pop it in like this. Yeah. I'll do this, and then I'll go multiply. How dark should I have this? I like this. Way dark. But I'm not sure how I feel about it being that dark. No. Oh, maybe it works for the bottom. I'm just trying to figure out if I like it like that. If that's how I want it to look. You know what? I do. I think I do want it to look dark. Just like that, though. I think that's fine. And I'll merge that down. I think that's better, just having it a bit darker. And then what I would really, really, really love to do would be to reflect the face a little bit in the body of the rocket. But like, I'm thinking about how rigging that might be a case of rigging the whole head And then I don't want to have to duplicate the whole head rig to make it reflect in the body of the rocket, because that would be painful. That would be so painful. I don't think I can do that in the free version anyway. In the it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. I'm overcomplicating it for no reason. You don't need it. You don't need it. All right. Now we're gonna do new selection, new folder actually for darn top, and we are going to put all of the top part in another folder and call this one let's call this one glass top. And now we got to do our face. Face. Actually, let's do I dash left to put capital L. There we go. And then there we go. All right. Now I am gonna have to pretty much turn off all of this. I think I need that one. Oh, that's in the song. I thought I had a leak inside. I got really worried. It's in the song. Oh my gosh. Caught me off guard. Alright, I have to turn that off as well. There we go. Now we can see our little face. And we're just going to color pick the color I did for it. And we'll do one eye. I'm not too worried about it being like perfect, because it's not going to. And I'm just gonna because I want it to have a little bit of expression, I'm gonna have it like close its eyes and blink a little bit, because I think that would be cute. And then I need the mouth. Now the question is if I want to turn this into like an actual rigged model at some point, if it's worth doing the whole mouth. Which, like, it could be worth doing the whole mouth. It would have to be a simple mouth, but I would have to then rig that. And I think I would rather just keep this simple. Because I haven't really planned it for a full rig. Oh, the little kitty W mouth. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of the three mouths, like the little me. Thanks for joining. Catch you later. Again, this is like super chill stream, so come and go as you please, guys. I'm just vibing. I'm doing art and vibing, and why is this taking so many attempts? I want it to feel, I think... Maybe I'm overthinking this. Have I got too much stabilization on? Sometimes I find if I've got too much stabilization on, I can't do... Maybe not enough. Maybe I haven't got enough stabilization. Do we think I have enough stabilization? Probably not, right? Probably not. Let's see. If I shrink my brush size a bit. Oh, that was close. Not quite. Don't mind me doing the exact same line like half a dozen times. Like every artist ever. Perfect. That'll do. That'll do. keep opening up the wrong thing to try and change the layer colors. I don't know why I do that. Alrighty. And let's do... Does anyone remember what I had? Was it 40? I think it was 40. I had 40 as my... Oh, wait, I need to duplicate this. I'm going to make this eye right. There we go. And clear the layer. And hand draw it. Because I'm not too worried about symmetry for this one. It's supposed to have more of a, like a relaxed feel. Again, I am leaning down. You guys can't see my freaking face. What's wrong with me? Okay. Let me see if I can... This is going to be a bit weird. I'm moving my camera to be like the same-ish angle as my drawing tablet. Apologies. Oh, this is an ad. This is an ad. Ignore the ads. Ignore the ads. Don't listen to the ad. There we go. I'll put the silly shark playlist back on. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna wiggle around a little bit while I adjust my camera. Oh gosh. Okay, I think... Oh, I'm opening menus now. That's better. Okay, okay, okay. Almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. And now, when I'm looking down, you guys can actually see my face, which is cool. I think that's a lot better than like being like this, which is what I was doing, because I'm silly like that. But I'm gonna have to move myself back up now. There we go. Could go a bit bigger. That might be good. I'll shrink down a bit. There we go. I just realized that cropped off at the bottom, so I actually had to take that into consideration. There we go. I think that's better. I think that's better. Did my iPad just close on me? I was using you for things. Apologies. I know, we're getting off track. Like all the time. Alright. You working? You working again? We are. Okay, we're working again. Alright. So all that's left to do is the cheeks on this one. I think, for the face. I think you know what? I think I'm gonna have different eyes. I think I wanna spice it up and have a different version of the eyes. So I'll have these two. I'm gonna turn them down for now. And then these two I'm gonna delete. And I was just thinking, I think it might be good to have like a little blinking, like a idle blinking animation while we're doing the movement. Yeah, that's cute. I think that's cute. Yeah. I'm just gonna round off some of those edges, I think, for the mouth. There's like minimal texture on here too, which is a bit annoying because everything else is so textured. But we need the mouth to be readable, which means that it's gonna have to have less texture. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, that I can like manipulate the mouth with the liquid tool. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. Probably because I don't have any brain cells. I think that's why. I think that's why it occurred to me. Yeah. I think that's why. Alrighty. This is coming together. Grab a pink. Let's make that a bit brighter. And we'll go cheek. left. And then we'll duplicate that and we'll have cheek right. There we go. Oh. There we go. All right, cheek left. And just so like people aren't confused, I tend to do my cheek and like feature labeling based off of where it is on screen rather than like what it's going to correspond to if I was to like, rig this for a face, because I know like generally you would rig it so that it makes sense for when you do all the properties and stuff in Vtuber Studio. There we go. I'm remembering it. I remember the name. Funny, crazily enough, remembered the name. Oh gosh. What's the right size for this? I want there to be a bit of a blend, but not like a ton. Just a little bit. So if my voice is a bit croaky too, I did a lot of talking yesterday. Just realized I did both the cheeks on one layer, but that's fine. I can just, I can split them up later. Let's see. I think I want these a bit darker, a bit more saturated, and maybe leaning a bit warmer. Not too warm though. Because it needs to be visible without being too much. It's too dark. Maybe. How do we feel about that? That feels alright, I think. I think that feels good. And we'll turn this back up to full opacity. And turn those ones off for now. I feel like I right is substantially smaller than I left. Apparently not. They're like almost exactly the same. Maybe it's the way it's tilted. I might just expand it a little bit on the bottom corner. That's better. That feels better to me. Alrighty. So, it's feeling pretty good. I think that's feeling pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. I need to do... I need to split the cheeks, didn't I? Yeah. I'll delete that one then, and make this one cheek right. Cheek left, which means you need to go. There we go, that's correct. And then this one needs to go. Alrighty. It's kind of cool. No, we'll just leave it as normal. We'll just leave it as normal. And then I think all that's left. So if I turn all of this back on. There we go. Alright, it looks a bit weird right now because of the way that I've done the layering for the bottom of the glass window. But it is what it is. It is what it needs to be. I'm thinking we just do the antenna. I think we're done after that. I think after we do the antenna on the dome, I genuinely think we're finished. I think we are. And then we could take it into live 2D if we wanted to. How are we going on time for stream, actually? How are we going on time for stream? Because I had Oh, wrong thing. Sorry about that. Let me check what I had in the schedule. Oh, I love this song. Let's see. Schedule, give me schedule. I'm probably like way off beat because I'm having to delay my audio to match my model. Let's see. I think we're going until 2:30, weren't we? We were joining at 2:30. I mean, finishing up at 2:30. So we've got an hour left. I don't have Davinci Resolve downloaded yet. But I do have the other art for my VTuber assets that I need to work on. So I might finish this up and then we'll move on to starting with, if you guys saw this one, I need to make some artwork for my panels for Understream and want to utilize the extra drawings to kind of make some extra assets for everyone. But Dome Top, and then within Dome Top we should probably nest our folder for I'll make a folder for the face. Yeah, I'll make a folder for the face, I think. Sorry, I'm like all over the joint with where my model is. Call this one face. There we go. And then make a new layer. And we'll make this. Oh wait, I've already got the antenna. I'm just gonna do the artwork for one first and then do the copy paste the other one. And the antenna is pretty much the same process we did for the body, but we do the fill, and then my iPad just went to sleep again. Far out. I am trying to have Stream Manager up over here, please. What a pain. There we go. Alright. We're back. I don't know why my stream hates me like this. It's alright. I think it's because I paused it. If I leave it playing, I think it won't lock me out again. Sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah. I think we're good. I've just forgotten. Oh yes, we're doing antenna. So, pretty much gonna mimic the colors that are in this antenna. And then just simplify it a bit so that, because like I don't have any transparency here. It's okay. We don't need that much transparency for this part anyway. I just color pick straight from the reference as well. I know it's not like a great habit to have, but I'm lazy. So guess what I'm gonna do? Alrighty. I think we're almost ready. I think we're almost done. I can't believe it! I mean, it probably would have been done earlier if I wasn't so great at getting sidetracked. I'm like amazing at getting sidetracked. So, you know, that would probably help if I didn't get sidetracked as much. But where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? And we're gonna blur this out a little bit. And we need to do some shading. I'm just gonna grab a dark shade from there. There we go. And just like very minimally blend that. I think that's looking pretty good. The reason why I'm zooming out is because I need to see readability for how it feels. I think that's feeling right. I think that's feeling good. I think that's feeling good. I can turn that off now. And then if I take this just like before, we're gonna clip it and do some squishing. Actually, I'll set it to hard light. See, oh, it's so easy to get nice colored line art if you do it like this. So easy. So easy. I am going to blend it a bit because I don't like these harsh lines in some of these areas. Especially near the yellow. That's better. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. That's so cute. That looks wonderful. That looks wonderful. I am wondering if I should... I might actually thin the line art on this section a little bit. I'm feeling like it's a tad too thick. The easiest way to do that is to just pull one of these until we're feeling an appropriate thickness. That feels a lot better. That feels so much better. And then I can just go in and I can re-add that texture to the line art if I need to. Because I haven't merged this down yet, it does not matter what color my line art is, as long as it's... Actually, no, it has to be black. Oh, there's another ad! Skip the ad! Skip the ad! Skip the ad! Alright, skip the ad. Back to more silly shark core. I'm a big fan of silly shark core. I think that's feeling pretty good. I think I'll just fix this side. There we go. Maybe down here. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. Oh, look at the cute little antenna. Now we can merge that down. And we can put those in a folder and we'll call that antenna right. And duplicate that. And just take it over. And we're going to rotate it. Like that. And then a little bit of just like a little bit of manipulating. I'm probably, look, when I take it into Rigid, I'll probably end up just like getting rid of the other antenna anyway, because of because I can just like rig the left one and then just duplicate that, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. But I think we're done. I think we're finished. I think we finished this. So we're going to turn off the reference I've got on. There we go. And that's our little guy. And what I might do is just show you what I plan on doing for... So I'll save this. And then you want to do a Photoshop. Right? Did that pop up somewhere? Did that pop up somewhere? No, it didn't. Okay. Save duplicate, Photoshop document. There we go. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And now, if we go open, and I open our second version of the rocket, I can show you what it should look like once it's all flattened. So, we get to delete all of this stuff. I'll leave the background for now, actually. And we'll do... Can't really do too much about the fire. And the rocket tubes need to stay as they are, I believe. Yeah. Actually, I could probably do this. Yeah, that actually looks better. I could probably... I'll merge the line art down with the colored base. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Why is this one so bright? Chill. What happened? Huh? Don't mind me, but why is... Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Why are we... Why are we not letting me flatten properly? These we have to un... Oh, maybe it was because it was like that. It's gonna look a bit messy because I have to unclip stuff for the final version. But for now, we'll reclip it and see how it looks. I feel like this one's just a bit too bright. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that is a bit too bright. We'll do the same thing with this one. We'll bring... Oh, not that one. This one. We'll bring that down. That one's overlay, yeah? It's overlay. It is overlay. I don't know why it's being so funky. It's struggling. It's struggling. That's okay. Alright. The fire I have to leave pretty complicated because it's got a whole bunch of layering. But let's see. I do want to see if... Because my folder type is normal, which is weird. Through? Do I change it to through? Did that do anything? Does anyone know how to allow whatever's in the... in the folder to like actually affect it as it's supposed to be? Or do I have to have them out? Wait, hang on. Maybe it is through. Let me check. Oh, it is. It is. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. It is through. Oh, I didn't mean to... I added a stream marker, didn't I? I didn't mean to do that. Oops. It's okay, I'll fix that later. That's better. That's what we want, baby. Okay, so you guys can actually see... There we go. That's how it should look. What's this center one? Alrighty. So that looks a lot better with the flame looking how it's supposed to. And we can save this now. And And shadow's fine. The body we need to leave. Oh my god, I just realized I never did the colored outline for the body. Okay, hang on. I'm going to update that in our original because we need to have that done. Oops. See, this is why it's important to go through things in case you miss stuff. And I missed something. So that's good. It's good that it's, I caught it. But let's see. If we do our normal clip and hard light. There we go. And we'll just pull everything out a bit. It's going to be a little bit harder to notice with this one because so much of it is already dark. I've noticed when it comes to the darker blues, you tend to have to do what I like to call a buffer layer. So like I'll duplicate this one, the hard light layer, and change it to normal. And then I can see, okay, I can get more control over the color this way. I can also see where I haven't pulled it out properly, which you can see in a couple sections I didn't. So I can pull those out properly. I can move these out again to properly be where they need to be. And then the normal one I'm just going to turn down till I like how much of the blue is showing through. Which is probably bad here, if I'm being perfectly honest. And then merge that one down, and then merge that one down. And then we're going to copy and paste. Like that. Delete this one. But yeah, we have to leave the body how it is, because this is unclipped. It allows me to, when I do that rotation, I'm going to have like the shadow and highlight move around. Oh my god, my voice is so croaky today. I'm really sorry about that. Like when I drink, my little mouth goes. Oh. It goes. I'm definitely not synced with our music. I know that for sure. Alright. The studs, thankfully I can actually just like merge down. And then I just leave their shadow separate. Because the shadow is going to have to be what I change. And I'm just going to rename these layers because I duplicated them before. Like that. And then same thing with the third one. Like that. Bam. 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 And another one. Bam. I've got too much energy for stream today. Alright. Studs. Working. Wind shutter. Fine. Wing. And this is the fun part. I have to have the glitter mask working. Which it should be. Because the... Hello? Do you hate me? Is this not enough? Ignore that. It's another ad. Yeah. Do we want another playlist? Let's see. Oh wait, no, this is fun. Wait. I see playlist for smooth brained organisms. I think that's me. There we go. Yeah, I think this is good. So I'm just vibing. I'm vibing. I should probably eat soon, I'm thinking. I've just realized my glitter mask, I think, is not working how it's supposed to. Oh, it is. It's just because it's on overlay. That's alright. This all good. But we need to merge. Well, we can't really merge anything except maybe this with the bottom flat color, but everything else kind of needs to be how it is, which is fun. And then the bottom of this, I believe we can probably all merge. Right? I could probably merge that together, right? I'm just trying to think when the face is rotating. When the face is rotating down, I might need to I think what I need to do actually is I need to reorganize how I've layered the dome is what I need to do, because I need to put I'll put the bottom bit. I want to color this green, and this one can be yellow. This stuff needs to be above the face. No, I can't do that, can I? I guess I'll have to... Look, I'll flatten it for now. I think it's okay if we flatten it. Should be fine. And then the face is already flattened. The antennas need to be merged. I gotta merge the antennas. There we go. And then glass top's fine, dome's fine. I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do for these. Yeah. And then, oh, I needed to make a little speech bubble, because I wanted to have the little emoticon faces that I've made appear out of the rocket and like pop up, like they just pop into existence. I'm gonna take a really quick 2-minute break to drink some water and grab something to snack, and then we're gonna be straight back, and we're gonna jump into working on my panel art, which will be good. I'm gonna change the title, actually. I'm gonna change this to drawing my panel art. Okay. And there we go. That's already updated. Perfect. All right. I'm going to switch us back to... did I make this bigger? I think I did. All right. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna have it set up so that we come back at 150. Just so I have some time to eat something and drink some water. Okay, guys. I will be back. I'll be back. All right. Enjoy. That was a rough transition. That was rough. Oh, it looks even more rough. Yeah, I have to fix that up. Alright. Sorry. Just checking, making sure the audio leveling's okay. Which it looks like it is. Which is good. I'm gonna turn it down a smidgen more. There we go. Alrighty. So, we are back from break, and we are jumping into working on my panel art. So we finished off the rocket. Nice, all flattened layers are working great. It is going to be really fun chucking this into Live 2D later. So we're not doing that today. We are going to be doing that probably on a different stream. I'll make a separate stream for when we start rigging up this little guy, but he's gonna be really fun and perfect for when stream is waiting to start. So I'm just gonna save and close both of these. Oh, it's still saving. Hang on. There we go. And then I'm going to import image. My screenshot from before. So we're working off of this is the only reference photo I have for my model. I didn't do a turnaround because I'm stupid. So kind of just gonna do what I can with this reference, which I think will be fine. I think will be fine. As you can see, I've already got a chibi sketch there. I'm in two minds if I include the stars from my crown. It's not really a crown. It's more like a little headpiece. I can actually turn these on and off, but I've never done that. So, yeah, but that's fine. We're gonna pick a fun color to sketch in. Let's go with hot pink, I think. Ooh, that rhymes! That rhymes! Yeah. You guys can see that, right? That's pretty easy to see. Right? Right? Right. Right. I'm just gonna shrink myself down a tad. Oh, pardon me. Actually, you know what? It might make more sense for me to move chat up. I think that might make more sense. Where's chat? Chat. Unlock chat. I'm gonna squeeze chat up. Maybe away from the side, I reckon. There we go. Why'd that go down? That was weird. I don't know. I don't know why that did that. It's very odd. But whatever. Whatever. Calibrate my model. That's better, I think. Now it looks like I'm actually looking up at chat when I'm reading it. Alrighty, let's jump straight in, sketching this. So I've already got like a chibi style. Actually, that's something I should import. Is my chibi style heads, which I used for my emotes. Where are we? Emotes. Here we go. I'm just gonna grab one that's most similar to the expression I've already got sketched up here, which would be this one. I know it's massive. It's because of how it is. So you can see the comparison between the full style and like the more chibi simplified style. Mainly just in like the shadows. I think I've just got harder shadows there. And simplified the hair. So that's the style we're going to be going with for the chibi. It's like pretty standard stuff. Pretty standard stuff. And And let's get to refining this sketch a bit. What do I normally like sketching in? I think I like sketching with this one. Yeah. I don't like it being too thick though when I'm sketching. That's probably good. So, thankfully, I tend to... I tend to pre-sketch stuff in my sketchbook before I even bring it onto my computer to do digital version, because I grew up as a traditional artist through and through, and so like the idea of sketching digitally, you know, I've done it. I just really enjoy doing it traditionally when I can, because, you know, it's what I enjoy. And I'm just gonna sketch out the general head, so I kind of know where everything's gonna go. But I think I need to make this a bit more like that. There we go. And just a little guideline, because I don't like how vaguely tilted down the sketch is. In fact, I might just quickly go in with my liquify tool and move it around. I have to rasterize this or something. There we go. Get this a bit bigger. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is one thing I like about digital art, is being able to just push stuff around. That's better. I think that's better for our sketch. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my freaking back. Just cracked. She's got like funny little elf ears. Well, they're not elf ears, but they have a funny shape. I don't usually draw my ears so like wibbly wobbly, but I think it just works really well for this design. Should probably have them more up, shouldn't I? Is it too much of a curve? No, it's not. Not really. What I do need is to curve this one more. There we go. And the benefit is, because I'm not turning this into anything animated, I can just draw it all flat. And I mean, like, if I want to animate it later, it's not like it's going to be particularly difficult to just like splice it and set it up for animating. But there we go. I'm probably gonna have to go in and touch up those ears because I'm not like 100% happy with it, but that's okay. Mouths always really bug me, because sometimes I really struggle with like more simplified mouths. I think that looks okay. That looks alright, actually. That's fine. And then the eyeballs. I might do the eyeballs in a darker color. There we go. And like this particular eyeball shape is always like the eyeball shape I go for when I'm drawing some sort of like iteration of myself. I'm so not sure why. I think it's because I feel like I have pretty prominently almond-shaped eyes. And my eyes are one of my favorite features, if I'm being honest. So whenever I get the chance, I try to emphasize them. There we go. I think this needs to be more up. This one's not curved enough. Good old Nintendo. Which one's this? This is the eShop, right? No. It's the Me Maker theme. That's right. Yeah. God, it takes me back the amount of hours I spent making stuff in the Me Maker. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Do I have much more? Yeah, there we go. You'd think designing your own character you would know how to draw it, but you'd be surprised how not true that is 99% of the time. At least for me. There we go. Eyebrows. That's looking pretty cute. I think it's looking pretty cute. I'm gonna add in lips. There you go. I think that looks alright. Probably have to move that ear over. Actually, I'm 100% gonna have to move that ear over. That is not where I want it. Actually, right now the face is feeling very oblong. I think that's better. This is feeling better. This is feeling a bit more the shape that I want. And then the eye. I think I want to move that in and up. And we'll turn free transform on. Something's not right about this. How's that? How's it looking? I think it's better. So I think this one I'm going to use for the socials, and then I'm going to use some different art for things like rules and all that. That feels like better scaling, right? For where the forehead needs to be. I feel like it does. I feel like that feels a bit better. So I'm just looking at my model. I should probably turn this way. Yeah, scaling. It's a bit too high. It's a bit too high. This is what happens when you don't have a reference sheet, Emma. You silly Billy. Sorry, I keep using my... Far out. Dee Dee. Keep using my wrong name. I'm so used to talking to myself when I'm at home working on stuff. It's kind of bled over. Alrighty. pad keeps locking itself because it hates me. Because it hates me. That's the theory I'm sticking with. Give me free transform. There we go. That looks good. I think that looks better. I'm probably gonna have to liquefy and mold it just like a little bit more. Cause like they stick out way past her head in the chibi scaling. Also, we don't have any nose. No nose for the chibi scaling. And face is definitely a bit more straight on. I feel like we lose some dimension by doing that though. Let's do something more like this. There we go. Actually, that's so much better. That's feeling so much better. Oh my gosh, another ad. Shut up. Shut up, ad. Shut up. This is feeling pretty good. I think the eyes need to be bigger. And the shape for them is a little bit off. I'm always very particular about my eyeballs. Let's see. I might be able to just manipulate them, I think. You know what might help? I learned this from where I used to work in the animation studios. Sometimes you would take a trace, you would trace over an element, and then you would take that and you would use it as a base for how you wanted to distort it. So like I can see the eye is too wide, I think. So if I take that as a guide now and then go back into this, oops, and lasso my eyeball and go free transform, I can see that the shape was pretty wildly off. Pretty far off. And that's feeling already so much more on model. Just by doing that. It's crazy. It's such a good little hack. It has helped me with some like really complex character designs before. And obviously you can't just like leave it. You need to go in and manipulate it so it feels how it needs to. But it does a pretty damn good job of getting you most of the way there. There you go. Eyelash like that. That's feeling pretty good. Trying to think how my forehead looks. I think we could probably bring this in a little bit. Alright. It's okay. We can leave it like that for now, I think. And make a new layer and we'll do the hair. Good thing about having hair that's kind of like very messy is that when it comes to redrawing it, I don't have to be like super careful because the hair's actually let's draw the hairline first. I say as I go in and draw my little bitsies on the side. I think I need more space between the ear and the face. I'm looking at it and it's feeling that way. This is the thing, it always looks like the ear is too far away until I start putting other elements and stuff in there. And then it suddenly feels like, oh, no, that's right. It's supposed to be that far away. And it's like really easy to forget that when it comes to doing character design, like the head, for example, not round. It's not a normal round circle, so it doesn't need to make complete sense. It just needs to look visually like it makes enough sense. I'm just gonna put an antenna in as well. And I'm not looking for like perfection. I might just do as I normally put them in when I'm not sure where I want them to go. So this is helping me visualize it a bit more, I think. Sometimes I like drawing dimension lines because it helps me visualize if everything is lined up where it needs to be. And like this is the side of the head, so this is feeling like it is where it needs to be. I might end up moving that ear back in a little bit. Actually, it's a bit further out than I would like, but otherwise I think we're looking pretty good. I'll probably make the antenna even bigger on the final version. Let's do that hair. I'll go in with a different color just so we can see it, and I'm gonna turn down the head and you want the crown to be like there. There we go. And the trick with when I'm drawing my chibis is to just make everything bigger and fluffier. And kind of going for capturing as much charm as I can. Which for me, like, I like my little, like, really wild hair. Hello, welcome to stream. Not sure when that came through. I keep forgetting to look up a chat. As you can tell, I'm in my own little world at the moment. I actually think this needs to come, like, way further up. There we go. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining. Just taking it nice and chill. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any more rain where I am, which I was hoping for, because rain is just like so relaxing to listen to. There we go. Good. Good to hear that you're good. Makes me happy when people are doing well. Alrighty. Now we've got the fringe. The good thing about general hair poof, like fluffiness happening, the poofiness, is that I can kind of just wing it with the hair. As long as it looks appropriately disheveled and like kind of flicky, which is why like I've got a, yeah, probably this part. Oh, my iPad's freaking closing again. I have my iPad set up for chat and it keeps locking itself, and it wasn't doing that last time. So I'm not sure why it's doing it now, which is really odd. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I made it myself. Pulled it out of my head. Did all the drawing and then rigging, which was fun. I'm so glad that people actually like my model. I was really worried that it was just gonna be like a me thing, because like it's some of my favorite colors and design, like attributes. Again, the whole fluffy hair thing. I love drawing a character with fluffy hair. It's like I just can't not draw a character with fluffy hair. I've tried. And they all end up with fluffy hair. Probably got to do with how badly I wanted super curly hair as a kid. Aw, thank you. Oh, Blue Sky is it's like Twitter, but like not Twitter. It's better than Twitter. I've got all of my update stuff on there. I think that's what you're talking about, right? B-Sky? I'm just gonna assume that's what you're talking about. Since joining there, I have actually been really enjoying being back on social media. Normally I stay off of social media because I'm a I just stay like shut inside when I'm not out at work, but I've actually been really enjoying being on there and finding people that I have mutual interests with and everything. Yeah, Twitter is wild. I got off there pretty quickly, especially after they updated their terms of services to be able to scrape everything for AI, and I was like, oh, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm still in two minds. I think I'm gonna go back and delete everything off of there. Is this feeling right? No, it's not. What's not feeling right about this? Am I missing a bit? Might be missing a bit. Probably missing a bit. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, not another ad! Freaking ads. Be quiet. I really need to get ad block. They take artists' work for AI. Yeah, so basically they updated their terms and services, like a whole bunch of other softwares. That basically was like, oh, anything that you post on here, we can take and use to train our AI stuff. And like everyone got really upset and got out of there as soon as possible. I mean, it was already kind of falling apart after the whole mess that was rebranding to X and everything, and like generally encouraging a really awful tendency towards people in the app. But I think that was just it for artists. There was a lot of artists that were like holding on as long as they could, especially because it's a really good place to network as an artist. And then after they brought that in, everyone had just had it and moved over to Blue Sky, and it is so much more positive. Oh my god, everyone is so nice there. And there's already such a good vibe. And I'm super happy for the platform, because I know we've had a few other platforms that launched a few times to like replace Instagram, because Instagram's also got like the weird encouraging people to use AI in the app, which like I personally really dislike, because especially because like the app was made for people to creatively share things about themselves, and then you just like added AI in there. Like, that's ruins it. It just ruins it. How am I supposed to enjoy interacting with people if I'm constantly bombarded with AI stuff? But it's not all bad. I don't hate all AI. I think some of the innovations they're looking at with, I think they're working on stuff for the medical field now, which is really nice to see. And I think that's where we need to prioritize it. Why take away from one of the most human things that we can do as a species, which is create artwork? It's such a human thing to do. Animals don't do it. And they're like, oh, instead of allowing people to do more things that make you human, we're going to make it easier to replace those people. Which sucks, because art is my job. Oh god, I'm getting so riled up. I'm getting riled up. But yeah, I mean, if you've been online or you interact with any other artists, you can see the general sentiment is like really, really disliking AI purely because of the, I don't know, some of the people and the communities that it encourages are not great. But I also think it can be used for like really good stuff. I mean, you've seen all of the memes and everything that comes out of those, and those are entertaining, you know. And I can't imagine people putting as much, actually no, scratch that, lots of people put in time and effort for much weirder things. I'm just like thinking back to the era of YouTube poop and growing up on that and seeing all of the edits that I'm like, someone sat down and took the time to edit these characters saying like wildly inappropriate stuff, and it was beautiful. I think that's the true art, is doing that for no other reason than you can. Which is the best part of being an artist, is like realizing you can just make things because you have the ability to, and it just feels very powerful. Some of the cursed stuff that I've drawn for friends because of a single thing that was said like in a group chat or something. But it's good, it's good. I think the hair's looking okay. I might have to like take some screenshots of my model and use that as reference, I think. There we go. Oh yeah. It's feeling too flat at the back. It's just feeling too flat. I think I need to really too much. Actually, that's too much now. And this one needs to be taller. Like so. No, that was not an improvement. That was not an improvement. How long have I been an artist? Technically, I've been drawing since I was 11 or 12. Like, that's when I really started, you know, keeping sketchbooks and, like, really putting my all into it. So, growing based off of that, that would make it 13 years. But I didn't, like, seriously start doing stuff with it until I was about 17. And that's when I made the decision to go study animation, which was one of the best decisions I've ever made, because what better way to utilize the skills that I'd been making than to do something psychotic like drawing a kajillion drawings to make something move a little bit. Like, I love that. That just really appealed to me as someone who can't do things the easy way. And I met a lot of good people there. And in general, it was just like really great environment to be in as an artist. Grew a lot. But I mean, like, you don't have to go to university for that anyway. My general consensus is if you're lucky enough to have like an online community, which, like, unfortunately I was way too shy to like really reach out to people back when the internet was still, you know, doing its thing and like making communities and everything. Like, I had DeviantArt. I had a DeviantArt account and posted all of the cringe DeviantArt that you know, it's par for the course when you're a young artist. And I just couldn't get over that last little hurdle to actually like talk with people about my interests, which like I'm a bit sad about because I feel like I missed out on potentially having being able to reach out to a lot more people as a kid. Like, I was spending all that time kind of hyperfixating on things on my own, when I could have been doing it with a whole bunch of people online who enjoy stuff as much as I do. But I get to do that now, so I'm not too upset about it. Alrighty, I think I just need to move these a little bit more like that. That's feeling better. That's where it was missing the dimension. That's looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. And then we can do the body. I'm still in two minds if I want to put the stars in. I think I do. I think I do eventually. I am from Australia, so I live in Melbourne, which is like the bit right at the bottom, if you're not from Australia. And born and raised here my entire life. I've had some people comment on my weird pronunciation of some words, and that is purely because I was one of those kids that just watched as many different things as I could when I was growing up. So I've got like a bunch of different British pronunciations, American pronunciations for stuff. I've been told that I have a very exotic accent by some people, which always cracks me up, because what a way to describe a mishmash, a hodgepodge of things. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I don't know, I feel like I've got a weird accent, but thank you. I appreciate the compliment. There is one downside to my accent there, and this is something I'm planning on potentially doing as a stream, is that like there are some words I just cannot pronounce. And this is the thing, I can't think of those words off the top of my head. It's always when I'm in the middle of talking, like saying a sentence, that it occurs to me that I can no longer say that word without like slowing down to a crawl and like pronouncing everything. And you know, you can't speak English at all. That's okay. English is a hard language to speak for the people that grew up learning it. And sometimes I feel like I can't speak English at all. Some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth. But it's overrated anyway. Plus, then you have the excuse to like not carry a conversation if you don't want to. Which I would give anything to be able to do that sometimes. Which, you know, sounds very backwards considering that I'm doing streams. So you'd think that I would want to be talking. I don't know. I'm just a funny little guy. I'm just a funny little guy who does things. Oh, I've just seen that we've hit 2:30 for stream. I might just quickly finish up these little hands. And then we might have to start winding things down. But I'm gonna be back, I think tomorrow I'm streaming as well. Pretty sure I've got a stream tomorrow. Can't remember what I was planning on doing. Might be think it's more Undertale. Oh, you're practicing right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm playing I'm playing Undertale tomorrow. I think that's the stream I have planned. I'll have to double check. But I am really enjoying doing streaming as like a proper hobby. I've put it off for too long, and now I'm actually doing it. And it is so nice to be able to talk with people from like all over. Had some really lovely people in chat, like yourself. It's always nice to just vibe and have someone to hang out with while you do stuff. Alrighty. So, it's the first set of arms. Oh, of course I had to give my character 2 sets of arms. I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze those in to this. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. That doesn't look right. That's not right. Okay, you know what? I think I gotta do more of a sketch for the body. But, so far, if I duplicate this and erase some of the stuff where the hair is... I like to do this because it helps me visualize how things are looking. How are we feeling about this? Okay. I think it's feeling a bit tall. I wonder if I can just squoosh a bit. I gotta move her up too, because I have to fit the body in. That feels better. I think that looks better. Yeah, that's feeling better. Where's my hand layer? Is my hand layer not on top? It is on top. Oh, okay. I must have moved stuff around by accident. That's okay. Alright. Ugh. I think that's it for the day. I should probably save that at some point. But we did tons today on stream. I think we've been streaming for like 4 hours, if I remember correctly. 3 hours. Was I gonna do 4 today? I can't remember. I don't think I was. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. Yeah, that's it for today. But we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 Australian time. I've got my schedule on my Twitch. And I post about it on my Blue Sky. So you can follow me there, or I put it on my Instagram too. And I'll probably end up uploading some stuff soon. I've got to sit down and do like a whole day where I edit stuff and put some artwork for my model up. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone who came, everyone who stayed today, everyone who kind of just passed through. Thank you so much for coming today. It was lovely being able to hang out and have our little conversations. And yeah, hopefully you're able to join in for tomorrow, depending on, obviously, you know, time zones and everything. But I'm gonna be streaming a couple times a week at a bunch of different times. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day wherever you are, and thanks again so much for joining. Bye guys!